There's a serious talk about violence right here in our city. Today, Clevelanders questioned some powerful figures about how to fix it, including the FBI director. And Kristen Volk was at that meeting today. Kristen, it really starts with all of us.
Absolutely, Frank. Better relationships between residents and police, more officer training, and overcoming biases. That's what the officials told the audience today. Most of them community leaders invited to attend. Also invited were a handful of high school students. I spoke to one of them who knows about the problems in our city all too well.
I think street gangs is the problem, the big problems with our community.
17-year-old Carvel Williams lives in one of the roughest parts of Cleveland, East 71st and Huff. But today, he sat here among Cleveland's most influential people to listen to how police are trying to combat crime.
It's dangerous out there.
And he desperately wants the gangs and the violence that they are committing to end.
I think that we should show them how they're destroying our community for once.
Police Chief Calvin Williams explained that starts with community policing.
I define community policing as, how are you, young man? I'm Chief Williams. What's your name?
Carvel Williams.
Carvel Williams? We might be related. That's how I define community policing. And then I get to know Carvel, he gets to know me.
The hour-long session included 12 questions asked by the attendees. Those questions submitted, then pre-selected by Cleveland Police and the FBI. The FBI's director told the audience he showed up here today because he believes there is a crisis of violence in Cleveland and around the country.
The people who are dying are invariably people of color, right? Young men. And it's a problem the rest of the country could easily drive around, right? Because it's happening to those people in those neighborhoods. We cannot allow that to happen.
Those law enforcement officials told the audience that they are working on better community policing and extensive training. What they did not discuss was why the homicide rate is so high in Cleveland, up to 101 this year so far. The average rate for the past 3 years is 96. Both the police chief and sheriff could not explain to me why this year is so much more violent than the previous ones. Live in the newsroom, I'm Kristen Volk, News Channel 5.